Chapter 8, Distant Shores. We're already escaping this place and going to the other shore? Sign me up. The sun is bright, the sky is clear, the drums pound in the distance, making my heart race and adrenaline pump. This is it. Let week 2 of band camp begin!
Good morning, Cadence.
Wah! Samuel!
Sorry, am I interrupting something?
Oh no, just some internal monologuing. Well, at least she's aware.
Cool.
Thanks. You didn't dress up for beach day?
Nah.
Spirit Week isn't really my thing. You look nice, though.
I know! Wow. Thank you. Samuel says something in response, but I can't hear him because a certain someone walks up, her voice drowning out his.
Hey!
Girl, get somebody else. There's got to be other single guys out. Oh, okay, I guess technically Samuel is not dating Cadence yet, so he is still single at this juncture. But you invited them out for a double date yesterday, girl. Anyway. Hey, Cadence, don't you look cute? Sammy boy, where's your swimsuit?
No thanks.
Like I told Cadence, not my thing. But I enjoy seeing the creativity of my peers.
Aww.
Come on, we've all ogled you when you were in the lake. Show off a little more skin, why don't you? Well, I can mark that off my bingo card, because Felicity does this every single route. She playfully clings to Samuel's arm and tugs on it. I grit my teeth in annoyance. He said dressing up isn't his thing. Okay, Cadence, no need to get so defensive. I'll back off. I'm only having a little fun. Felicity St. Clair is nearly single and loving every moment of it. She flounces off, calling out to Susie. She's dealing with the breakup a little bit better this time, I think. Last time she cried straight for like 3 days or something. I open my mouth to continue the conversation, but before I can, someone else walks up. Oh hey, it's the other half. Whoa. Peter and Samuel are staring each other down. Peter goes on his way. Good talk. What was that all about?
That was... I have no idea.
Weird.
We'd better head over and get ready for practice.
I mean, he does see his friend with, like, his ex-girlfriend and the girl that he wanted to make his new girlfriend. Peter's not having a great week. I take a deep breath, feeling a bit grumpy after crossing paths with Felicity and Peter. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to reclaim that good mood and enjoy practice. Gosh darn it. Right. Let's go. Instead of practicing, the color guard is grouped at the podium, looking around as if searching for something. Or someone. Well, rip Garth. Hey, Sabrina. What's going on? Garth is late. What? Seriously? But he's never late. Exactly. Where could he be? He never said he wouldn't be here. Maybe we should ask his roommate.
Not necessary. Garth was sent home sick last night.
Oh no! Is he okay?
No, Cadence. He's got pneumonia.
But he seemed fine over the weekend.
It came on real fast. It wasn't a pretty sight. I couldn't risk infecting the entire band at such a critical time, so I had his parents come pick him up.
Oh.
But he's been running all of our practices. What will we do without him?
I guess that falls to you, Sabrina. Until he gets back.
Wow.
Good talk.
Yep. Let's all hope he gets well soon. In the meantime, give it your all in practice.
Yes, sir.
Now get to stretching. I want to get started right away today.
Ah, right. Come on, everyone. After stretches, Mr. Wiley addresses the band and tells us what to expect this week.
Bring it in.
I know this is a week to have fun and be a little goofy, but we still have to make the most of this time. We only have 5 days left until we return to reality.
Ugh, don't remind me.
Let's go.
But until then, we're going to eat, breathe, and sleep band, and never stop getting better.
Everyone cheers. Re-energized by yesterday's break, we tackle a long-winded basic session with fervor. Mr. Wiley is pretty good about giving us water breaks today. I feel optimistic. It's going to be a good week. Okay, section leaders, come get the drill for the percussion feature. We're learning the drill to Mercury today. It's a pit and drumline feature. We'll probably start on Jupiter tomorrow. Extra, extra! I got plenty to go around. Here you go, Peter. Geez, he seems pretty down after breaking up with Felicity. I didn't realize he liked her so much. Yeah. On the flip side, I'm shocked she's acting like she's on top of the world, but it's probably just that. Acting. Time to get down to business. To defeat the Huns. Learn drill. While the band learns drill, I make my usual rounds. I let my feet lead the way, keeping my eyes peeled for any rookies that may need my help. I find myself passing by the saxophone section again and again. Each time I do, Alex looks at me curiously. I think maybe he wants to ask for my help, but his pride won't let him. Classic dong. Hey, Alex. Need any help?
I've pretty much got everything down already.
No, I'm awesome. Okay, but you're also a freshman. If you do need help, don't be afraid to ask. Huh. The next time I pass him by, he's complaining about something to Samuel.
Hey, Samuel.
Sexism. This is sexism in the workplace. I'm filing a lawsuit. Samuel, you'll have to take to the stand as my witness.
Really?
Everything okay over here, you two? The clarinets are sexually harassing me. Uh-huh.
Chill.
What he means to say is that they've been riding him about being on his dot. This has nothing to do with your sax, Alex.
But I'm the one setting the form here. They should be dressing to me no matter where I wind up.
Pay attention.
And they will later in the season. But right now, you should really be focused on making sure you're in the right spot.
He's right, Alex. That's your first priority right now. Whether or not you're the dress point who is helping set the form here, you were still given a coordinate. In a way, it's even more important for you to know your spot than anyone else.
I see how it is.
I'm important? Yeah, you're real special.
Uh-oh.
Don't get a big head.
Focus on getting to the right spot. Okay, I will. But the clarinets better not bug me again. I exchange a glance with Samuel.
Thanks.
Never a dull moment. Thanks for your help, Cadence.
You're welcome. It's tempting to linger, but I force myself to move on and see if anyone else needs to hear my words of wisdom. Practice flies by, and eventually it's time for lunch. Okay, we're still friends. Susie and I'm just waiting for us to not be friends anymore. Susie and I fill up our trays and head to find a table.
Woohoo!
Breakfast for lunch! Keep an eye on your French toast sticks. I heard someone's been swiping them.
Hey.
Cadence, you want to eat outside with me today?
Oh, sorry, I was gonna eat with
No!
You weren't! I'm eating with Eugene, not you! Go eat outside with Samuel! Whoa, why are you yelling at me?
Cool.
Well, I prefer Susie being an aggressive wing woman instead of, our usual fights.
Meet you outside.
I'm yelling at you because you're an idiot. Go spend some time with Samuel. But you were upsetty spaghetti with me last route. We had a whole open heart thing about, you're feeling kind of abandoned because I'm not giving you any time and stuff to listen to you. And now I'm trying to, and now you're foisting me off on Samuel. Girl. Help me, help you. I'm not an idiot. I wasn't thinking straight is all.
I got you.
Then luckily for you, I was. I'm your wing woman for life. Hi. Without warning, Pop-Tart suddenly darts up to us, snatches a French toast stick off Susie's tray, and stubs it into his mouth. Rude.
Nom nom nom.
What?
What the? Hey, get back here. Tackle him, Susie. He's the French toast stick swiper. Chuckling, I head outside to meet Samuel. Pop-Tart, I didn't think you were so rude. Oh. He's just starting off without no glasses. We really are starting to break through to him, I think.
Over here. Best seat in the house.
Hey, Samuel. It's nice and quiet out here. Everyone must have chosen to eat inside to avoid the stifling sun. A faint breeze touches my cheeks, relieving me from the heat. I relish the feeling as I take a seat across from Samuel. His phone is flat on the table, emanating a casual yet bubbly jazz song. Cool. Can you please... I don't know what to do here. I don't think I could go wrong with anything. Well, I mean, the middle one is awful. I could either, like, show interest in the music, although if it's, like, a song that he's played earlier and that I should remember, he could be upset by it. This? I mean, like, he is playing music already? Is it polite to ask him to turn it off? But, on the flip side, it could be like, hey, I want to talk to you with, like, no distractions, so... I'm torn between 1 and 3. I'm gonna flip a coin and leave it up to fate. Heads for what the song is called, and tails for can you turn that off? Hiya! Tails it is. Alright. Can you please turn that off? Samuel's eyebrows lift in surprise, and I immediately rush to explain myself. Yep, I knew it. I knew this is where we were going with it. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I only meant I wanted to be able to hear you and talk to you without any distractions. I can practically feel my cheeks turning red at what I said. I feel ridiculous and wait for Samuel to admonish me. Instead, he merely smiles and complies with my request.
Cool.
You're right.
Okay. Alright, that went well. That was what I was hoping for.
So, how's drum major life?
Great! Well, maybe a little lonely sometimes. It's hard to find stuff to do during morning practice when everyone is learning new drill.
I understand. You seem like you're doing a good job of helping everyone learn their part, at least to me. Keep it up.
Thanks!
Something on your mind?
I was thinking that you'd make a pretty good drum major since you're so serious about music.
No, thanks.
Whoa. I'd much rather play my saxophone. Besides, leading isn't my style.
You do such a good job leading your section, though.
I'm okay, I guess. I only got the role because I'm a senior, not because I wanted it. No way I could lead the entire band, though. I'll let you do that.
If you say so. Well, nice to not have any competition this time. We spend the rest of lunch making light chit-chat. Before we know it, it's time for afternoon practice. Today, the band is rehearsing as a whole. We concentrate on the ballad.
Dynamics are very important here. Dare I say, even more important than any other song. Imagine yourself at the beach, watching the waves swell in the distance. Become that wave! Swell with the dynamics!
It must be a job requirement for band directors to be able to make creative analogies. I haven't heard this piece of music yet in the game, though, so that's pretty cool.
No! I said I wanted you to swell like a wave, not crash and fall apart onto the shore like one. Let's try that again.
Mr. Wiley counts the band off again, then immediately cuts them off.
Saxophones, one of you is cracking the same note repeatedly. You can't do that, you'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Hey, Samuel.
Oh my gosh, really? You'd throw Samuel under the bus?
Impossible!
Nobody take these lines out of context. I do not agree with Wiley. I do not support Wiley. If it hasn't become clear by this point of the game, I do not support Wiley in any of his crazy endeavors or anything he says. Why do I have to say these things? Samuel, I'm sorry.
Haven't you ever heard the phrase, black don't crack?
I cringe so hard I almost bite my tongue.
Samuel is an extremely talented player. I have nothing but good things to say about him. Please don't tell your parents I said that.
I'm gonna tell them.
No, he is right. It was me.
Was it, though?
You're joking. Play me that part.
Mr. Wiley waves his baton and Samuel complies. As soon as he gets to the dreaded note, the saxophone gives a wretched screech. Half of the band grimaces, myself included. Is there something wrong with your saxophone? Samuel lowers his sax from his lips.
It can't handle that note for some reason.
Yeesh. Sounds like a goose being shot. How about you just not play that note, alright?
Alright.
Guess black can crack. Alex, go to your room.
Alex!
Wait!
What? It's the same joke you just made. Be that as it may, it doesn't make it right, Alex. That is BS. Both of you go to your rooms. I'm taking over.
Yes, but I meant it as a compliment. Now that's enough. We've gotten way off topic. Back to work.
I roll my eyes at the band's antics, but when I spot Samuel's face, worry seizes me. His usual mask of calm has the faintest fracture in it. I'm going to talk to him as soon as practice is over. When we're finally released, everyone empties out of the band room in seconds. I'm about to follow when Mr. Wiley sidetracks me.
Look at this! Why is it so hard for students to put things back the way they found them? Cadence, will you help me reorganize these stands and chairs?
Oh, of course!
Thanks, kiddo.
I take 5 minutes to help him restore order to the band room.
Okay, get going. You need to eat. Thanks again.
See you this evening. Everyone is long gone. I'll bet they're at the cafeteria. I grab a floppy PB&J sandwich and an apple from the buffet.
Hello.
There you are! Come eat with us! I look to where Susie is pointing. Felicity and Eugene wait for us at a table. I sweep my gaze around the room. Where's Samuel?
Oh, are you eating with him? I think I saw him go outside. Never mind then. We'll hang out another time.
She leaves and I head outside. The afternoon sun is stifling. There are only a few students eating outside, and they stick firmly beneath the shade. None of them are Samuel. Kind of expecting him to just be in his room playing sad saxophone.
Sup?
Don't even. Hey, it's Cadence. Sup, Cadence? I'm looking for Samuel. Have you seen him? I saw him headed towards the lake. Probably going to have another angst fest. He rolls his eyes. Thanks a lot, Alex. Anytime. It's a long walk. I wind up finishing my lunch by the time I get there. Sure enough, there is Samuel perched at the end of the dock. Ooh, not looking very happy. Samuel! He gives a start.
Hey.
Oh,
You want some company?
Mm-hmm.
I'd love some.
See, that's not an angsty boy. Angsty boy wouldn't want any company. And then you'd have to force your company on the angsty boy. But he wants company. He passes the spot next to him and I sit down. For a minute, we sit in silence. There's a slight breeze blowing in from across the lake. It's cooler down by the water than up at the camp. Are you okay? We don't have to talk about it.
Guess I'm not as good at hiding my emotions as I thought. Or maybe you're just observant.
He settles back with a deep sigh, looking up at the sky.
It's nothing really. Sometimes I get a little frustrated.
With your saxophone? Or with Mr. Wiley?
Both. I can't say I'm a fan of Mr. Wiley. I feel like he only sees me as the sole black kid in the band. It gets on my nerves when he singles me out, like I need to get up and represent.
Mr. Wiley can be really tone-deaf sometimes, and not in the musical way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sorry you have to deal with that, Samuel. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Just let me vent when I need to. And keep being you, okay?
My cheeks grow a bit warm. Okay. Seriously, I could say something to Mr. Wiley. If I was making a complete buffoon of myself, I'd want to know.
Oh, good, because I've been meaning to tell you.
Huh?
Only joking.
For the record, I don't think he's making these comments out of ill will towards you. I'm not trying to defend the stupid stuff he says or anything, but I do think he respects you. He seems very impressed with your leadership and saxophone skills.
He could stand to mention it more. Sorry for venting to you. I didn't come all the way out here to sulk, believe it or not. I came out here to think.
He gazes across the lake, towards the distant shore.
My grandpop always says that whenever I feel down, think of the big picture and count your blessings.
Samuel's words sink in, and I feel myself grounded in this moment. I want to reach out and take his hand, but he seems so far away. The desire to know him better flares within my heart, strong and sudden. That's true. It's always good to count your blessings. But if something does bother you, it's okay to acknowledge that your emotions are valid.
I'll keep that in mind. I don't want to make waves, though.
Well, if you ever need me to make waves for you, I will be like an earthquake in the Pacific Ocean.
Sorry to get so deep out of nowhere. I tend to get stuck inside my own head a lot.
You don't have to apologize. I smile and attempt to lighten the mood. You know, you could always turn it around on Mr. Wiley.
What do you mean?
Call him out. Say, it's because I'm black, isn't it? And watch him flounder.
Nah.
That wouldn't be right. Though I bet his reaction would be fun to see.
He'd definitely be more careful around you after that. Maybe. We stay by the lake a little while longer, letting the serenity of the atmosphere calm us. Then Samuel stands, offers me his hand, and pulls me to my feet. Such a gentleman. It's time to head back.
We're going to have an extra basic session on marching backwards slowly. It's of the utmost importance that we keep our upper body carriage still as can be, or that will show in your sound.
He demonstrates, marching backwards on the tips of his toes. Wow, Mr. Wiley! Your form is so good for your age.
For my age?
Rip. The extra session winds up tiring everyone out, so our evening practice is a bit lackluster. I stay on my podium and let my mind wander. At one point, Peter and Sabrina are up front, but neither makes an effort to speak to me. Peter is still sulking, and Sabrina, for whatever reason, appears nervous. She keeps shooting secretive glances at Peter. Maybe she's afraid she might hit him with her flag? I hope having the new burden of leading the guard won't be too much for her to handle. Get well soon, Garth, wherever you are around here. At the end of practice, we do our usual run-through, and I hand out section of the day. Mr. Wiley seems a little disappointed we're lacking in our usual verve.
Get a good night's sleep, kiddos. Tomorrow's another day.
Ready to go? Yep. As we're leaving, my eyes search out Samuel. I spot him hanging back to have a serious chat with Alex. I wanted to say goodbye, but oh well. I'll see him in less than 12 hours anyways. That's a good way to look at it. Now I have you! What? Well, did anything exciting happen when you were hanging out with Samuel? You ate with him not once but twice today. And the first one was thanks to me, I might add. You're welcome. I roll my eyes and mutter a thank you out of obligation. Nothing worth mentioning happened.
What?
You didn't ask him to be your boyfriend? No. Why not? The thought of being so bold makes my heart race. I try to imagine the consequences of such a feat. You should go for it. The worst he could do is say no. The worst he could say is, ew, no. In the span of a second, my mind comes up with about 20 more even worse things that he could say.
Oh, please. Samuel is a nice guy. If he wasn't interested, he'd let you down gently and then you could move on with your life.
Let me down gently. Even those words strike fear into my heart. I feel that. Look, I'm not going to make any moves here, especially at band camp. If he does turn me down, then I'm still stuck with him for the rest of the season.
But Samuel's a senior. If you put it off for too long...
I wave my arm, stopping that train of thought in its tracks. Ugh, when did I acquire all this boy drama? Look, I only want to focus on being the best drum major I can be right now.
Fine, fine. I'll stop bugging you. I can't help it, it's just so much fun.
With that, we get ready for bed. Once in bed, I close my eyes and attempt to find sleep. But despite my earlier words, my thoughts continue to drift back to Samuel. I want to see him. I want to get to know him and the deep thoughts he has when he's sitting by himself, gazing at the lake or the sky. I wonder, what does he think about at night, in the moments before he falls asleep?